Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome all of you to this video of English class. Today we will do the question and answers of the poem Alak. In the previous video, we did the poem and the meanings as well. In this video, we will do the questions and answers of the poem. Okay. So there are not many question and answers, only limited. I guess only 4 are there. So let's start. So the question number 1 is, write what the lark does. Answer is, the lark bird soars high in the sky. Question number 2 is, write what the goldfish does. The answer is, the goldfish dives deep into the water. Okay. Then the question number 3 is, what does the poet want to know from the lark? So the answer is, the poet wants to know from the lark that when it flies high in the sky and reaches the clouds, whether it feels dreary and it wishes to be a goldfish sometimes. Then the question number 4 is, what does the poet wants to know from the goldfish? So the poet wants to know from the goldfish that whether it feels sad to be in the water all the time and someday wish to be a lark bird which could fly high in the sky. Okay, that's all. So take the screenshots of these meanings. Be quick, come on. Okay, after this, take the screenshot of this thing. Fine. And again, take the screenshot of this thing. Okay, so now your homework is to write these things in your fair notebook. Okay, write these things, the meanings and the question answers of the new poem A Lark, in your English fair notebook after the lesson The Legend of Marathon. And now itself we will move on to the new lesson, that is lesson number 26, Water in the Well. Open your textbooks and turn to page number 63. We are starting a new lesson, Water in the Well, page number 63. Hurry up. Okay. So lesson number 26, Water in the Well. So I'm starting it. What a farmer needs most for his fields is a good source of water. Okay, just before we begin, I will just give a small introduction of the chapter of the lesson. Like, this is a story of a farmer, basically two farmers who are neighbors. Their fields, their farms are adjacent to each other, and there is a dispute regarding a water well. ठीक है, water well, कुआं. So the lesson is about a dispute between these two farmers. So one of them is very shrewd and cunning, a very selfish person. So he tries to act smart and tries to defraud. He tries to fraud the one who is honest. And then they go to a local judge whom we call a Qazi. Okay. So the two characters in this lesson are basically Muslims. They are Muslims. So One is Qasim, and the other one is Ahmad. So let's see what is the story of the lesson and how the judge and the innocent and the honest man outsmarts the shrewd man, the cunning man. Okay, so I'll just read the lesson first. What a farmer needs most for his fields is a good source of water. True. Okay, so what is the most basic thing that you will require if you do farming? Absolutely, it is water. Fine. So the first thing that you will require to do farming is water. Without water, you can't do anything. Qasim had his eye on a well that was just outside the boundary of his field. But Ahmad, the man who owned the well, was a crafty old man. He wouldn't allow anyone to draw water from his well. He told Qasim, "Why do you come to me again and again to beg for access to my well? I feel sorry to turn down your request every time. I have a suggestion for you. Collect some money and buy the whole well from me." Okay, as I said, the lesson is about a dispute, a fight over a well. So the two farmers are Qasim and Ahmad. So Ahmad is a crafty old man. Okay, whereas Qasim turns to be an honest man. He is an honest man in the story. So what happens? Qasim had his eye on a well that was just outside the boundary of his field. So there was a well which was just outside the boundary of Qasim's field. So he wished to draw water from that well for his farm. But it was Ahmad. He was the man who owned the well, and he would not allow anyone to draw water from his well. And he told Qasim that, "Why do you come to me again and again to beg for water again and again? So I'll give you a solution. Give me some money and buy it at once. So there will be no need for you to come again and again to ask for water." Okay, so this is what it appears to be in the first paragraph. Moving to the second paragraph. Qasim thought over the suggestion and liked it. He knew Ahmad would ask for a lot of money, but he saw in his mind's eye channels of water running from the well through his field and made a decision. He took all his savings to Ahmad and bought the well. Okay, so what did Qasim do now? He thought over the suggestion which was offered to him by Ahmad. Okay, but he was asking for a lot of money, and he also knew that Ahmad was a cunning man, he was a shrewd man. But at the same time, he had this image on his mind that he will have abundant of water, he will have plenty of water in his field, and that will be good for him. So he made this decision that he will buy the well. Okay, he will offer the money that Ahmad has asked him and will buy the well at once. So he took all his savings, all the money he had, and offered it to Ahmad and bought the well. Just a second. So the next day he went to the well happily and dug out a channel. But when he began to draw water, there was there was a surprise in store for him. Okay. So what happened? Qasim somehow bought the well and dug a channel from the well to his field. But to his surprise, the next day something was very surprising for him. Okay, look at here. This thing, a surprise in store for him. This is again an example of idiom. Underline this thing. Take a pencil and underline this thing in your textbook. This is an idiom, okay? Then suddenly Ahmad came forward and announced, "What are you doing, Qasim? How dare you touch the water in my presence? What do you mean? Haven't you sold this well to me?" Okay, so what happened? The next day, When Qasim was trying to take water from the well, suddenly Ahmad came there and told him that how dare you touch the well in my presence? And to that, Qasim replied that what do you mean? Haven't you sold this well to me? So look forward. Ah, I sold the well and right, all right, but not the water in the well. The water still belongs to me. You can't use it. If you need the water along with the well, you should have said so. So see now. So what is this man saying called Ahmad? He's saying to Qasim that I sold you the water. I sold you the well, not the water. So if you needed the water too, you should have asked me. See, such a bad man Ahmad is. Then let's see what happens forward. Okay. You can't use it. If you needed the water along with the well, you should have said so. I have a suggestion for you. Pay for the water separately and use it. You can buy fresh water every day. I don't mind. Qasim was shocked to hear. Qasim was shocked to hear Ahmad's argument. It was so unfair, so unjust. He rushed to the Qazi and told him the whole story. The Qazi was a wise man. He told Qasim to bring Ahmad to his court so that he could hear the both sides of the case. Okay. So see, such an illogical argument made by Ahmad. He's trying to play smart. Okay, we all try to, but we don't know that we are surrounded by people who are smarter than us. Okay, which eventually leads us into trouble. So be careful of that. So Qasim was shocked to hear that illogical argument, and he thought that it was so unfair and unjust. Okay, it is so obvious. So he rushed to the Qazi. Now he is a Qazi. So Qazi is a person whom you can equate with the judge. Okay, who settles the disputes, arguments. Okay, so that person is called a Qazi. So he told the whole story to the Qazi, and the Qazi told Qasim to bring Ahmad to his court so that he could hear both sides of the case and make a judgment out of the argument. So Ahmad was summoned to the court. Summoned means he was called to the court. And the Qazi heard his argument patiently. Okay. So we'll stop here and do the rest of the part in the next video. Of course, do your homework that I said, that is the meanings as well as the question and answers of the poem Al-Laq, and write them in your fair notebook. Till then, Allah Hafiz.